I love 5513s. I love 1680s. I think they're a great watch. But every novice vintage collector has them. Let me tell you about this watch. And just so you know, like as a dealer, so whenever we're buying watches from people and they refer to Chrono and they say the average Chrono prices is from 24 to 27, we're not going to just say, oh, we're just going to pay 23, be done with it, just 1,000 under the cheapest. It's typically not how that works because, like I said,
if I could get like 45 to 5 on the Panerai possibly, or like in the 22, 23 range on the
22 to 23 range doesn't excite me on the AP because I'm going to tell you right now, if they're 24 to 27 asking on Chrono, that tells me my buy really truly needs to be around 20.
Let's take a bet right now. Hang on. Let's take a bet. How many watches are in here for sale that are not in inventory? How many watches do we own that are not in inventory that we don't know?
I'm going to say at least 7.
Say it, 7? Damn.
7.
7's
11. What the hell?
11?
You think how even operation do you think we run?
I was going to say 3.
2 or 3.
I was going to say 3. Where you see 2015 offshore Navy.
Let me see it.
Complete.
I just got one for 16.5.
What's the Panerai he has?
Oh, he was saying like 26.
Is it a clearback?
That's what they're listed. That's
a clearback?
Oh. Yeah, but still, there's nowhere to
No, the
go.
one I got is
That's a
older
clearback,
oh,
but
yeah.
still, 26 is like...
Honestly, that's about
That's
right.
a brand new price, though.
No, they've gone up, dude.
Really?
Why don't we call him? He wants to talk to you guys.
Okay, put him on the
Because he
phone.
wants to Tiffany.
Okay, put him on the phone.
Hey Marco, how are you?
Hey, doing well. How are you? I hear you're interested in this 16 8000.
I think I am. I was looking for a vintage, like a 55 13
Okay.
or a 1680 red.
Right.
And then I saw this come up, and I'm like, oh, this is, I want something that's different. I want something that not everybody has. And I have right now I'm wearing a Panerai 382, the original Bronzo. I like stuff that's out of the ordinary that you're not going to see everyone wearing.
I love 5513s. I love 1680s. I think they're a great watch. But every novice vintage collector has them. Let me tell you about this watch. It's a 16 8000. I don't know if you're familiar with the reference. It's actually a 6-digit vintage Rolex. The reference is 6 digits, not 5. Okay. So they made this watch for roughly 8 to 9 months from, I believe it was 1980, it's right before R, so I want to say 86. They discontinued this and then went with the, R serial range subs. Okay. And on top of that, obviously, being that it's very rare, made, for 9 months, on top of that, it's a Tiffany & Co.
Exactly. That's what got me so excited.
Right. And then let me even add on to that. So even on top of that too, it's got the most beautiful dial and hands you would ever see on just any 6-digit sub, or not even 6-digit, 5-digit sub, but 6-digit 16 8000. I mean, if you look at this watch in person, it'll really grab you.
Do you think it's been reloomed at all, or it's
absolutely not? I've inspected this watch. This watch has 0 stories to it. It's ready to go right out of the gate. I have a watch similar to it. It's a GMT from '83. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my collection, but it's got, it's a Tiffany & Co. transitional GMT, which is kind of the same story, more or less. They didn't print very many of them.
Was that a 16750
yeah.
or a 16675 or?
No, see, that's the thing. Everybody sees that Tiffany & Co. They're like, oh, 1675. I'm like, no, it's a quick set. And that's what makes it special because it's a matte dial, quick set, and it's Tiffany & Co. And there's not a lot of them out there. That's why I held mine back, and it's just been going up, in value since I bought it. So, yeah, I mean, you can't lose on these Tiffany & Co.'s. I mean, and not to mention when you have a really nice sample. I mean, it's a no-brainer almost. When I tell you that this watch is like superb, it's superb. The dial went from a gloss finish all the way to a matte finish, and it did it perfectly. It doesn't have any patches. Yeah, it's a matte dial now. I can shoot some video. If it's sunny outside, I'll shoot you some videos and let you see it. It's just stunning.
We already have your Panerai, right?
Which Panerai is it?
Yeah, it's the 424.
It's the 424. It's the brown strap right there.
This one.
Yeah, the logo dial. And then it's the
okay. Yeah, that's right. I saw this.
Full set with the extra strap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the original, a brand new original AP, not even open yet, and it has, I just bought a deployant whatever on it. Plus I have the original buckle, which is included.
So you want how much for this watch? You're roughly trying to get 26?
I have no idea. I see them all over the place. Usually on Chrono and on eBay, you see them anywhere from 24 to 27 with full sets.
Yeah.
I saw one as low as 23, but it was naked.
And just so you know, like as a dealer, so whenever we're buying watches from people and they refer to Chrono and they say the average Chrono prices is from 24 to 27, we're not going to just say, oh, we're just going to pay 23, be done with it, just $1,000 under the cheapest. It's typically not how that works, because you have to factor in that Chrono has to, you have to consider the fees and so forth, and the taxes that people are going to pay. So it's a little bit different stomping ground when it comes to buying and selling. To buy it from you would 21 kind of, I think that would be more like the ballpark. And the Panerai,
How much were you asking on the Panerai?
I think we have it consigned at 5,500. Is that right?
I think it's 57.
57. Okay. And it's still here.
Let me ask you a question. I don't know anything about this, but it looks badass. Is this a limited piece?
Yeah. They call it a logo dial because, like, you're right. Flip it over.
Yeah.
Because it's the only watch that bears a logo on the dial.
Give me a number to buy it outright, and I'll just keep it in my personal collection if I like the number.
I want to be like, I can get in the 10 range. These 2 watches plus 10 cash.
Yeah, hold on.
That's too much.
No, that's way too much. I'm roughly at a $15,000 difference, so I think we're gonna be way too far apart. Listen, I mean, look, if you want the watch, I'll hold the watch for you. Just don't rush anything, because the watch will stay here for you. Don't worry about it. If you commit to it.
I want the watch. I just wanted, you and I agree, and again, I don't want to screw you. I want to be a returning customer.
No, I mean, nobody's gonna screw anybody. Well, I mean,
I don't say screw, but I want to work because I want to come back to you and buy more. I mean,
Sure. I'd love to. Okay, I'd love to do business with you. I'm just factoring in what you want for these watches, and what this Tiffany & Co. And what we're gonna get. Like I said, you're at.
If I could get like 45 to 5 on the Panerai, possibly, or like in the 22, 23 range on the.
22 to 23 range doesn't excite me on the AP, because I'm going to tell you right now, if they're 24 to 27 asking on Chrono, that tells me my buy really truly needs to be around 20. Like I said, 20 is my number, but just for the sake of doing business with you, I'd step up to 21. You know what I mean? Like, I will do 21 on the watch. Since you're trading, that's fine. It gives me a little lead room there. The Panerai, obviously, it's still here, so it's not very attractive, but if Anthony wants it, then he can buy it and completely, that doesn't self-wind, so your winder, it'll just look good in there. So, I mean, Anthony, it's up to you if you want that Panerai. I mean, you tell me. Do you like it for 4?
Still a buy for 4.
You spent
Still a
that
buy
at
for
Sam's
4.
last night.
For 4, I would buy it.
Okay, there you go.
It's
So
a new
$15,000 away from this Tiffany.
It needs a different strap, though.
We get any lower at all?
I can't, man. I mean, this is already this is a tight deal as it is. I'm trying to just maximize the effort for you.
I'll tell you this though: by the time these sell, if we sell them for full market value, your
Listen.
$40,000 sub is going to go up in value.
Yeah,
you'll
don't be
make
distracted.
You'll make up the little bit you're going to lose by not sitting on these. Plus, our price may go up.
All right, I hate you guys. Let's do it.
All right, John.
I want a hat also, please.
I'll give you one of every color. Hey, tell Trent to bring us.
Why don't you send me a sticker? I'll send you the AP tomorrow. It may be too late here in Boston. It's freaking 10 to 5. I'll send you.
Right.
Yeah, and then if you want to send me wire instructions, I'll send it to Mike tomorrow morning.
All right, we'll get you an invoice going, and then we'll just show that you're trading in this Panerai, trading in this AP. Obviously, everything is upon inspection. I'm sure the watch is super clean, but if there's any surprises, I'll let
I'm
you
not
know.
worried.
Cool.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
You too, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.